What to remember before you get out of bed. A gentle morning mindset reset. There's a quiet moment each morning that most people rush past. It happens before your feet touch the floor, before the emails, before the news, before the noise of expectations starts whispering what you should have done yesterday and what you must do today. In that fragile space between sleep and movement, your mind is soft, unarmored, receptive. And what you think in those first few seconds matters more than you realize. If you wake up already behind, already stressed, already bracing for impact, your nervous system follows. Your day becomes something to survive. But what if those first moments could become something else? What if, before you get out of bed, you remembered a few simple truths that reset your mindset, gently, not forcefully, and change the emotional tone of your entire day today? Let's talk about what to remember before your feet ever hit the ground. 1. You are not behind. You are becoming. Gone are the first thoughts that sneaks in during the morning is comparison. I should be further. They're doing better. I wasted so much time. I'm late in life. But here's what you must remember before you get out of bed. You are not behind. You are becoming. Growth is not a straight timeline. It's not a race with synchronized starting lines and identical paths. Some people bloom early. Some bloom late. Some change direction entirely halfway through life. And none of that is failure. When you wake up, instead of asking, why am I not there yet? Try asking, who am I becoming through this process? Pressure shrinks you. Perspective expands you. The truth is, most of the anxiety you feel in the morning isn't about today. It's about the story you're telling yourself about where you should be before you get up. Interrupt that story. Place your hand on your chest. Take one slow breath. And remember, you are allowed to grow at your own pace. The world rewards speed, but peace rewards patience. 2. Today is not yesterday. Your brain wakes up carrying an unfinished emotional residue. That awkward conversation, that mistake you replayed, that opportunity you think you missed, that version of yourself you're ashamed of. And without realizing it, you step into a new day still wearing yesterday's identity. But before you get out of bed, remember this. Today is not yesterday. You are not required to relive the same emotional script. Neuroscience tells us something powerful. The brain is plastic. It rewires based on repeated thought patterns. If you wake up every day rehearsing regret, your brain strengthens regret. If you wake up rehearsing possibility, your brain strengthens possibility. This doesn't mean pretending everything is perfect. It means giving yourself permission to reset. You can say, that happened. I learned. Now I begin again. The most successful people are not those who never fail. They're the ones who don't carry failure into every sunrise. Before your feet hit the floor, choose renewal over rumination. You don't have to drag yesterday into today. 3. You only controlled the first move. Morning anxiety often comes from thinking about everything at once. Deadlines, responsibilities, expectations, future uncertainties. Your mind tries to solve the entire day before you even brush your teeth. No wonder you feel overwhelmed. But here's what to remember. You don't need to control the whole day. You only need to control the first move. Just the first decision. Just the first step. Just the first action. Maybe that's sitting up slowly instead of grabbing your phone. Maybe it's drinking water before checking notifications. Maybe it's taking 3 deep breaths before speaking to anyone. Momentum doesn't begin with intensity. It begins with intention. The first move sets the emotional temperature of your day. When you rush, your nervous system stays in fight or flight. When you move gently, your body learns safety. And safety is where clarity lives. Before getting up, ask yourself, what is one small, kind first move I can make for myself? Not for productivity, not for performance, for yourself. Because the way you start is often the way you continue. 4. You deserve to experience your own life. This might sound simple, but it's deeply radical. You deserve to experience your own life, not just manage it. So many people wake up already in survival mode. They don't ask how they feel. They ask what needs to be done. They don't notice their breath. They notice their inbox. They don't connect with themselves. They connect with obligations. But before you get out of bed, remember, you are not just a machine that produces output. You are a human being having an experience. There is more to this day than performance. There will be light coming through a window. There will be a sip of coffee. There will be moments, small ones, that could pass unnoticed unless you slow down enough to see them. When you wake up, try this. Instead of reaching outward immediately, turn inward for 10 seconds. Ask, how do I actually feel this morning? What do I need more of today? What can I let go of? That awareness alone changes the day. Because when you experience your life instead of racing through it, you begin to reclaim it. Point 5. You still have time. There is a quiet panic many people carry in the morning. Time is running out. I'm too late. I missed my window. It's too late to change. But before you get out of bed, you need to remember this deeply. You still have time. Time to learn. Time to pivot. Time to repair. Time to rest. Time to begin again. The pressure to have everything figured out is artificial. It's amplified by social media, by cultural timelines, by comparison. But real life is not a highlight reel. Real life is iterative, messy, nonlinear. And most meaningful changes don't happen in one dramatic leap. They happen in small, consistent shifts, like the decision to speak to yourself more kindly, like the decision to move your body gently, like the decision to try again. As long as you are breathing, there is room for adjustment. There is room for growth. There is room for you. Before your feet touch the ground, whisper to yourself, I still have time. Let that sentence soften the urgency inside you. Because urgency without clarity leads to burnout, but steady intention leads to transformation. Bringing it all together so tomorrow morning, before the world rushes in, pause. In that fragile space between sleep and movement, remember, you are not behind. Today is not yesterday. You only need to control the first move. You deserve to experience your own life. You still have time. 5 simple reminders. Not dramatic, not loud, not forceful. Gentle. And sometimes gentle is exactly what changes everything. The way you begin your morning is not about perfection. It's about alignment. When your mind wakes up softly instead of sharply, you carry that softness into your conversations, your work, your decisions. And over time, those mornings accumulate. They shape who you become. If this message resonated with you, take a moment tomorrow morning to practice just one of these reminders. You don't need to implement all 5 at once. Start small, start gently. And if you're building a life that feels calmer, clearer, and more intentional, that's exactly what we explore here on Awaken Mindset. Subscribe if you want more conversations about psychology, self-growth, and mental clarity designed to help you reset without pressure. And in the comments, share one thing you want to remember before you get out of bed tomorrow. Let's build mornings that don't just wake us up, but wake us into who we're becoming.